Hello, I'm Lyn Hicks. I'm very excited to share my book, The Lotus Project, The Art of Being a Woman, with you. It's about alluring well-being and beauty through green living. And wonderfully so, I had some masters from the Himalayas all over the world actually come by to my organic flower farm and share in retreats wonderful information on practical health and spirituality. What was wonderful was the women teachers I had, and they taught me so much about my feminine body that in our Western culture, they just don't seem to educate us. It was a challenge at first because I had to really kind of go through a lot of my belief systems on caring for myself, what my femininity was, understanding my body and the different disconnects that we've been taught through our Western culture and actually all cultures around the world about our women's body and the things that make it healthful, the things that make us feel beautiful, and the very things that will bring us health are the stuff that we love to do. But we're so busy in this taskmaster type energy of business and masculine energy in which the world is run on, because that's what business and work really kind of has brought forward to us, that we kind of kicked out the other stuff that was very frivolous, as we would call it, or for when we had leisure time or when we had a moment. Yet they're the very things that our body loves and that we love as women, as artists and creators, to do and share. And so after I really did a lot of these practices and embraced this new way of looking at my feminine body, my feminine nature, the innate gifts I have as a woman, as a community builder, as someone who cares for others, someone who can negotiate and really has a more community idea of life, I realized how much more health and healing it brought to my body, and how much more beauty, how much more authenticity and wonder it added to my life. So in my book, along the way, I was inspired to write a book because I was so transformed by simple things, practical things, simple ways that 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there in our life we could add into to kind of bring us back into this oxytocin state of feminine energy, of the parasympathetic nervous system. And it just supports our body to be more flowing, more slow, more meandering. And we know these things. We love to feed others. We love to prepare our food. We love to have tea and conversation. We generally have been in the role to raise children and to allow them, that takes time and patience and a much more friendly way. And when we're raising children and we're around people, we just have a more collaborative, connecting way. And through doing this and doing the practices I learned, and many of them are shared in the book, I started to really embrace a part of myself that I had not ever really kind of cultivated. And in so, it just, being in a feminine body, when you start to ride and flow in this parasympathetic nervous system of oxytocin, it really created a lot more health, a lot more relaxation, more magnificence, sinking into myself, appreciating me for who I am and the wonderful things I do as a woman, as a mom, as a leader in the community. And it was very supportive and continues to be as I still practice and learn and try to bring these ideas in to my life, to my daily life, and just enjoy life more and enjoy what being a woman is and how that is very important, even though it's not measured in money or time in the way that it should. So I invite you to read my book. It's enjoyable. It's an easy read. I go into really the sacred space of our homes and why we are the great space holders and nourishers there. I go into beauty extensively. I go into women's community. I go into artistic environmentalism and our ability to pass things on and share and do things for our community. I go into clear and release, some of the health practices I learned as far as really cleansing and detoxing my body. I talk about alternative healing and a lot of the healing arts and how that has supported me in embracing myself as a woman and understanding that healing part that we are as the mothers per se. And 12 chapters. I talk of Tantra and the harmonious relationships and blending and flexing and what's natural to women and how we work with that. I talk about energy management because let's face it, we all need more energy, and some tantric ideas that support us in understanding that we are an energy management system and ways that we can bring forth more energy and tap into that Shakti power in our body as women to have a well of energy that we're not even using because we're unaware of it. So I invite you to purchase my book and learn about yourself, learn about your femininity, learn about the traits that make you a woman and why they're wise and wonderful. We are the yin of the species, men being the yang, and it takes both, like the flowers and the bees, to populate all nature. And we really just need to embrace ourselves from that angle and really savor that we are women. And it's a wonderful time to be women because we do have such opportunity in business and in the larger world, but we also have to cultivate our nourishment of ourself. We are the nourishers, we're the nourishers of our whole humanity, but we need to turn some of that on us, find that love for ourselves, find ways to recharge and rejuvenate so we can continue on being these nourishing sources in our world. So I invite you to purchase the book. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or at my site, lotusprojectbook.com. And I think you'll enjoy the simple, easy, graceful journey in learning about yourself and learning to really heal yourself through understanding the art of being a woman. Thank you.